We have a single study on the desk today, and it honestly forces us to confront a medical reality that just shouldn't exist. No, it really shouldn't, right? Because you usually think of fatty liver disease as a condition of excess, huh? Like decades of a poor diet or heavy alcohol use. Yeah, but we are looking at new evidence that this disease can actually take hold in infants as young as 1 to 3 months old. It is a terrifying timeline. So today we are doing a deep dive into a 2025 study from the Journal of Nutrition. It's titled "The Onset of Steatosis Occurs as Early as 7 days." And our mission today is to understand how specific fats in infant formula might be triggering liver failure in a matter of days. Not years, but days. Yeah, and to get there, we actually have to look at pigs, neonatal pigs specifically. We do. Because pigs are essentially the biological gold standard for modeling human infant digestion. In the study, researchers took piglets that were just 3 days old and split them into two groups to test two different fat sources often found in formulas. Okay, wait, just to control the variables. Yeah, were they overfeeding these pigs? No, and that is a crucial point. Both groups got identical calories and identical protein. The only difference was the fat source itself, drop it. So group 1 was fed long-chain fatty acids derived from lard, animal fat, okay, and group 2 was fed medium-chain fatty acids, or MCFAs, derived from coconut oil. See, and that is where the counterintuitive part kicks in for me. If you look at adult nutrition trends right now, MCTs and coconut oil are marketed as this clean, premium fuel. Oh, absolutely. You would completely expect the lard group to be the unhealthy ones. Right. And that is the exact assumption the researchers wanted to test, because we tend to think plant-based is automatically gently on the system. But the results showed the complete opposite. They were monitoring for steatosis, which is the buildup of fat in liver cells. And in the coconut oil group, signs of liver disease appeared in just 7 days. 7 days. There's barely enough time to even establish a feeding routine. I know, it's incredibly fast. And it gets worse because by day 21, it wasn't just fatty deposits anymore. The piglets had progressed to NASH, non-alcoholic steatohepatitis. Exactly. Meaning the liver wasn't just storing fat, it was actively inflamed and suffering cellular damage. Wow, so what happened to the lard group then? Their livers were completely fine, less than 1% liver fat. Meanwhile, that coconut oil group had livers that were 21% fat by weight. But here's the data point that really flips the script, okay? The pigs with the failing livers, they were not overweight at all. So looking at them from the outside, you wouldn't know anything was wrong. Exactly. Zero difference in total body weight or body fat between the two groups. It completely decouples liver disease from obesity. You can have a perfectly lean baby with a liver that is just being overwhelmed. But why does the coconut oil hit the liver so hard? Is just the sheer volume of it. It is actually the delivery method. Medium chain fats, like those in coconut oil, don't go through the lymphatic system like other fats do. They absorb directly into the portal vein, which is the main highway straight to the liver. Right, it essentially floods the engine. Man, that makes so much sense. Yeah, and the study actually mapped out this damage geographically. It started periportal. Think of that as zone 1, right at the front door where the blood enters the liver. Okay, so the initial impact zone. Yes. But by day 21, that damage had gone panisemar. It had spread through the entire structure of the liver, and when they analyzed that tissue, it was just choked with lauric acid, which is the primary fatty acid in coconut oil. It is. And this brings us right back to human babies. We are seeing cases of incidental steatosis in infants who aren't obese. This study strongly suggests that high concentrations of lauric acid in formula might be bypassing the body's normal safety buffers and hammering the liver directly. It really makes you realize that calorie counting, or just looking at macros like protein and fats, isn't enough. The actual molecular structure of that fat changes everything. It does. For a neonate, the source of the energy is clearly more important than the amount. We might literally be using ingredients that are perfectly safe for adults, but toxic to a developing system in these quantities, which definitely complicates the picture for parents who are just trying to choose the cleanest formula option for their kids. It really does. We have to answer a hard question here. If a supposedly healthy fat source can cause liver damage in a week without any weight gain, are we screening the wrong babies? Right, because we always look for liver issues in the heavy kids. But maybe we need to be checking the lean ones too. It is a massive blind spot that we really can't afford to ignore. Absolutely. It leaves you with a pretty heavy thought. If these medium chain fats are currently the standard for helping premature babies gain weight quickly in the NICU, are we unknowingly prioritizing short-term growth at the cost of their long-term liver health? Something to chew on next time you are reading an ingredient label. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us.